Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to PCM20. It's Champions. We're on episode 51. We're at the Vuelta. It's stage 9. And we're taking this race as opportunistic chances, opportunities. Well, today is opportunistic, not in a good way. Actually, it's the polar opposite. Today it's opportunistic in a bad way. Looking at the profile, this is not built for our team. But it's not entirely impossible to do something with today. Now, that something is why we're taking the opportunity to see what can be done with this stage. Now, the main thing is we actually lead this race overall at the near halfway point, stage 9. It's Storm who's in the lead, and Storm is the only quality climber on this team. She's not great. She's a 79. But she has landed a +5 draw today, which has given her an 83. And the opportunity is to lose the jersey. Or hang on to it for another day for now. And I didn't want to just straight lose it outright through quick sim. I wanted to lose it on merit. I expect to lose it on merit. I expect that we're going to lose that jersey. But she's got that nice race day condition, and we've got some support climbers, and they're not the worst. Breakaway, just a minute and a half up the road, by the way. So there is a chance that we'll hang on to it, and so I was like, "What the heck? Let's just have a go and see." So this is the opportunity to fail stage. As funny as that seems, that's what we're up to for this one. We're already past the first climb, second climb, a little bit bigger, a little bit steeper, another class higher, and then the third climb yet is going to do that same thing and actually operate as a double climb. I'll really count that as one climb, as there's a flat section of about 10-15 kilometers before then proceeding up the final part of that climb. But here we go. 3 climbs, and we're already nearly through the second one. That breakaway is nowhere near in any sort of danger zone as we are climbing up this part. So here we go. This one also split into 2 parts, apparently. Interesting the way that's been done profile-wise, but yeah, I don't mind that. That's kind of cool. Okay, we're seeing a small group pushing. Oh, those are leaders. Or are those just KOM hopefuls? Probably just KOM hopefuls. But let's speed this up because we're going to need to get into position along this descent, preparing for the third and final climb. At the moment, huge splits. Peloton down to just 51 riders. I have my entire team here. Nebula and Deadpool right on the edge. But they made it over the top without getting dropped. Good thing for us. That puts us in a pretty strong position. Oh!
It's a shame, but he's not going any further. Uh-oh, a leader has fallen. We can only hope that
somebody's not going any further. Let's hope that's not. They took out Danny Martinez with them. We're going to instantly set that to auto. Let's focus on the front. Groot needs to protect Storm now. And let's again up the effort. Without bad weather or anything, Captain America rides on. Nebula is out. At least it's our domestique, but that does hurt. It's only stage 9, and losing your domestique to injury sucks. Losing anybody to injury sucks. Losing other teams, losing their riders to injury sucks. Injuries are not cool. No, they're not. Alright, well, okay. We move on. So much for having the whole team here in the peloton, which is now down to 46 riders after those 5 riders caught up in that. 2 of them being ours are dropped. Here we go, sprint point coming up. We've only got a few riders left off the front, and they're going to claim the time bonuses, and Groot could and almost should be attacking that and trying to claim additional points through there, but I'm really not worried about doing that, at least not in this setup. Let him handle that one on his own through the quick sims. So 46 riders continue on. I want to kind of sprint train this thing, but not through this first sector. We've got that big flat section. That might be a good time to sprint train. And I don't know if I really want to sprint train. This is going to be more about survival, right? So Group Deadpool will use themselves up to protect those next two strongest climbers. And it's coming back in. There's Nebula finally with the withdrawal. And we're seeing this big uptick in tempo just before the top of this first part. It's not a good place for them to try to go clear because you're way too long on the flat to actually gain it. Oh, shoot, we needed water. And now we're at 94 riders. Captain America's coming with water. Well done, sir. Well done. Smart thinking. Except for you're still somehow right at literally the very, very back end of the group, and you came in with that hand up water bottle thing right at the start of this, and you've made no progress.
The pack is increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway. We've got 15 kilometers to the finish line.
Okay, still on the flat, but not much longer. Getting caught behind riders. Got a little space to the right side there. Trying to use it, but really we hit that space and the space just closed up and didn't even gain anything from it. So Captain America is really struggling, not even pushing that hard, and yet their heart rate is increased as if they are.
You see that? You can read the
and have
pain
been
on the faces
for a
at the
while,
back of
and
the
yet
peloton.
I have
There's a
not
growing
actually
number of
seen
riders
any
left
hard
behind.
riding other than slowly
pack is
going
back
half a
on
bike
level
length
terms with the
up through the
breakaway
group
group.
occasionally. Still making their way forward. Besides a single rider for, what is that, bike exchange? Okay, I want you not on auto, I want you right here. And then I want you right here. And then who do you want to protect? Wolverine or Iron Man? Let's make that Iron Man. As they've expended too much energy getting back on after that crash earlier. 54 riders left and 9K to go. We're looking a little bit better for a sprint train option here fairly soon. But Deadpool's going backwards, and they are the ones protecting Ant-Man, so that's okay.
The riders are going
And
through
now
a
we're down
very
to
tough
38
portion with
riders.
percentages above 10%.
Deadpool on auto. Groot's going to be fading. Oh, hello, attack. I didn't even see you coming. 7K. Well, then, here we go. Let's say 90. We're going to lead out Storm. I think it's Ant-Man, yes, and then Iron Man, and then Wolverine, and then Captain America, and then let's use that team effort, gel, and go. Time to respond. But respond in kind, not overly aggressive. We're going to hit a slight flat section right there, and then rebound from that. We're down to 19, chasing 5, and we're seeing a big push from those around us, but for us, we're not having to overdo this. 4.6K, and now we've got that little bit left for that chase. Wolverine done on Iron Man as we go over the top of that little sector, but then we turn left and keep on going. Gel, and we need to speed up a little bit more to catch ground on those 5. Iron Man hanging in there, 3K to go. We nearly made up that ground onto Ant-Man. 2K to go. Storm in position, and we're going to push past. Oh, a little too hard there, maybe. And Storm's going to have to go solo towards the finish. No. Hang on.
There goes the sprint.
Hang
The strong
on.
men are giving their all.
Storm makes it over the top. Oh, not 40, not 40, not 40, not 40. Sprint. Jeez.
Oh yes, he had enough in the tank to
I
be able
almost
to put one
messed
over on
that
the
up.
others in
Well,
the group.
the game
We're waiting
almost
for
messed
the
that
pack
up. I
markers, who
certainly
appear to be
did not
fairly
tell her
numerous
to
in this
suddenly
difficult
go
race.
from 88 effort to 40, but you do that mouse wheel roll where I was trying to conserve about 2 effort, as in from 88 to 86, and then all of a sudden the game did its thing and decided, oh no, we're going to do 40 effort. Storm survives and wins the stage. What? Wow. Okay, well, there's your opportunistic ha-ha-ha moment. Stage win for Storm. I was so caught out by the sudden massive drop in effort and the fear of Hamilton overtaking us that I didn't even get a chance to enjoy or celebrate that in any way, shape, or form. Ant-Man takes 10th on the stage. Iron Man was 14th on the stage. Wolverine was 19th on the stage. And contenders were spread throughout the field. And somehow Storm comes away with the stage victory on this one. We played that well. Those riders attacked. I did not panic. We used up the teammates that remained and just gradually did what we needed to do to slowly pull that back and give us not only that chance to catch them, but then with a little bit of team support, get to the front of that group, and then going solo from there with that only rider left who had something in the tank. And then Hamilton was the only one able to even go with us, but didn't have any ability to try to attack us towards the line. So yeah, that worked out ridiculously well. Go figure. Stage 10 was another sprint victory for Groot, furthering their position as the leader of the green jersey right now, which of course we wear a green jersey, so you don't see a massive difference, but there is that plain green jersey with the cyanide on the back. Well, anyway, as we move forward, they've got a small chance of getting the points right here, but we're fine. 99 for them. It's only a 13-point lead. Sam Bennett was second on the stage, so they remain very tight in that classification overall. But here on stage 11, officially passing the halfway point today of this tour, we still lead overall, and this is the type of stage, punchy finish, that we've got a decent chance of hanging on to yet again. No +5 for Storm. It's a 0 on that race day condition, but I would think we can just about give her a tow to the end. We're now under 30K to go. Captain America, the only one who is fairly tired. Everybody else looking pretty fresh as we go forward. Groot, Captain America, will lead out a sprint train on this one. This is definitely sprint train style. The official climb, let's see how long that is going to be, 12 kilometers, very steep at the end, 13.5%. 5 is the average. It's very gradual until that last little bit, so we really need to save some for the end and not push too hard too soon as we prepare. Now 20K to go and no longer any breakaway. We've got a little bit of blinking red with our 81s here. Let's go ahead and commit just a little more energy to help keep that position near the front. It's going to flatten out here somewhat. And there you go. You see that gradual drop. There's Captain America is fading already. Even though they still had the energy, but already fading. Is that because they were caught behind somebody? Okay, here we go. Into the climb. And it's 12K, and right there, you get that little sit up. Let's take advantage of that right now while we have a chance, because we're not going to get that opportunity again. Storm, more tired than others, even though she was protected. Iron Man's 76. Deadpool is great for the hills and would be a finishing climber, but a -2 on the race day, and then the mountain rating's pretty poor, so I think we need to use them earlier rather than later. So Wolverine's probably going to be a good lead out, yes. Then we can use up Deadpool and Ant-Man and Groot, and then Captain America even has just that little bit more in the tank, so good for them. We'll try at 86. Let's get Groot ready. Okay, that got us out front nice and early. Now we'll back off a bit because we don't want to go hard early on in this one. We just wanted to get in position. I've already got Storm in the back, so we don't want to allow other teams up on us. We gotta make sure we at least keep some pace going. Captain America done. Now Groot, top sprinter. We're under 10K already. Get Ant-Man ready. Let's go 83 now. Down to 70 riders as we just did a big split off back. Remember, it's not that steep right now. In fact, it's 2.6. As we're under 3, that's good for Groot. They could easily go faster with the flat rating they have. Take less damage through that. Now 7.5K. It's going to get steeper on the final, let's see, 5K is where it's really going to pick up. Storm is tired. Can't push too hard here if Storm's going to make it to the end. We're down to 50. Ant-Man's gel used up a little too early. And here we go. Fancello and Hagita are pushing hard, so we need to answer. But we've got to be careful of Storm getting left out as well. We're going to use Storm's gel right now to hang on. Okay, we've countered that move. 3K to go. That steep section is coming, but here goes Bilbao and Hagita, and Storm is fading. We cannot push hard now in response. Wolverine, Iron Man might be able to do something, but Storm cannot. We've got to just protect her now to the finish. I don't know what happened, why she's struggling so... Resistance of 70, stamina of 64. That's how and why we are now riding. Oh gosh, we're losing her. We're losing her.
A solo victory for
Adam Yates takes the stage. We obviously could have done more with Wolverine and Iron Man, but it's gone. Yates, Bilbao, Hagita, Wolverine grabs 5th, Iron Man 7th. Deadpool was 14th, and now Storm just crossed the line 16th, 2.5 minutes down. There goes the race lead. It's done. We held on to the halfway point, and now we just focus on stages, which, by the way, Groot's already won 3, Storm's won 1. We got that team time trial at the beginning, so we've won 5 of 11 stages. Yeah, we're doing really okay. Is that a word for it? No, probably not. I'd say there's a stronger word you could use besides okay for how we've done in this race, even if we are no longer leading the overall. This team was never going to win the overall. That's why we came here for stages and KOMs and other jerseys, green jerseys, which we are comfortably entrenched in. Well, not comfortably, but we certainly have a grip on. And there you have it. Storm slips to 5th. Ant-Man and Wolverine also dropping just outside of the top 10. Bilbao now leading the race. You got to figure Adam Yates might be a favorite, or Simon Yates down in 6th place. Not a strong set of riders necessarily. Carapaz, Pogacar not going for the overall, which is silly because both of them could easily be fighting for that 1-2 along with maybe Simon Yates. But hello, Bilbao. I mean, come on. Storm's almost as good as Bilbao, but that Storm's problem is no resistance. That +5 is what kept her in on that previous stage, but she's a great climber, 79 mountain, but not yet built. Still a young one. This was our recent addition rider who's developed quite quickly, but definitely played some catch-up compared to other riders, but not there yet in one key attribute. But we do lead the points. Groot's, surprisingly, in a good place in the KOM. So is Storm. One of them maybe could be focusing on that the rest of the way. Stage 14 will be an interesting one to partake in. I don't think we're going to bother with too many of those mountain stages. I don't see how 18 is going to go well for us. So we've got 14. And 21, I guess. So, couple stages to go in the next episode. Otherwise, we will be definitely quick simming a lot of them. I don't think our rate of nearly 50% win is going to hold up over the final stages, as there's a lot of climbing to do, and that's not the team that's here. But there might be a few more stage wins in this team yet. If you can win 8 out of 21 stages of a Grand Tour, That's a heck of a race, even if you don't win the overall. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.